Our lives have changed irrevocably, and I'm sure that there is no one who is watching this that will disagree in any way, shape, or form. And since this whole thing started, I have been very intentional about my marketing efforts. I have decided consciously that I will not use Corona as a marketing tool, and I will not use Corona as something that people could potentially say I would be exploited by. But I do believe that today I need to address job searching in the midst of Corona, what it means to be job searching in the midst of this virus, and what it means on a worldwide scale. I work with a number of people who are relocating internationally, and what I'm about to tell you applies for job searching in South Africa, but also outside of South Africa's borders, because we are all facing the same thing right now. We know that there have been job losses. We know that offers have been retracted. We know that people have been made redundant. We know that it is scary out there at the moment. So what does this do to you as a job seeker? So let me try to address a couple of the questions that you might have. First question that I get asked is, do I continue my job search? And the answer is a resounding yes, absolutely. And I'll tell you why. First of all, in a recession, I mean, if you look at history, in any of the major recessions, most companies do survive. There are those that die, but most companies do survive. So jobs will not die, not overnight. It's not going to happen. There will still be jobs, rest assured. There might be fewer, but there will still be jobs. The other thing is, every company out there has got unquestionably critical roles. And if that critical role is empty, it needs to be filled. And that's never going to change, okay? So you might have to do a little bit of adaptation with your CV, or looking at your skills and thinking how better you can position yourself, but the jobs will remain. Second reason, some industries are particularly stretched at the moment. I mean, think about healthcare. Guys, you can do a brainstorm and you can think about what sort of other industries I'm referring to, but think about healthcare for the moment. Healthcare is under massive pressure. If you're a doctor or you're a nurse, rest assured you're going to get a job during this time. If you work in any of the peripheral or support environments supporting healthcare, or you can easily transfer your skills to support the healthcare environment, you've got a job, without a doubt. It just takes a little bit of creativity, okay? And then the final reason is the economy will recover. Whether it takes a month, or whether it takes a year, or whether it takes 10 years, God forbid, the economy will recover. So there will be jobs. There are business savvy owners out there at the moment who are proactively making plans as to how they're going to expand through the crisis. There will be jobs. Do not stop your job search on any account, okay? It just means things are going to get a little bit different, but don't stop your job search, whatever you do. The only change that you might experience in this job search process is interviews. Obviously, we can't interview face-to-face anymore, so a lot more people are going to be moving to video models for interviews. So make sure that if you set yourself up a video interview, make sure that you have tested your technology. I've done Skype calls from one bedroom in my house to another bedroom in my house with me running up and down to check them. Go to extraordinary lengths to check your technology, okay? Make sure that you've done a mock interview on a video basis so that the other person can give you feedback in terms of how you present. Are you constantly looking out of the window? Do you maybe move your hands a little bit too fast? Because we all know how fuzzy that looks. Be a little bit more intentional in how you present yourself. I can't explain to you the importance of doing a mock video before you do a video interview. Obviously, brush up on all the standard stuff. You know, interviewing is a skill. Make sure that you research it before you go into an interview. Guys, you need to network during this time. And if you know me, you know what I'm going to say. Yes, LinkedIn. Get onto LinkedIn. If you're not online, you're going to lose out. Work with LinkedIn. Make it work for you. You've got a network. But there's another thing that people forget. Think about your old bosses, your old colleagues, your old clients, your old suppliers. I want you to sit down and think about you as a person and all the people in your life that you've come into contact with. That is your network. So think about how to creatively approach your network, not selling nor begging for a job, but how to expand your contact base that will benefit you in the long run. All right, another thing you could do is signal your ability to work remotely. You've seen all of these work from home posts, and you've seen how companies have jumped on the bandwagon really quick. They're pulling out guides on how to work from home remotely. If you have experience working remotely, make sure that you have signaled that on your CV, because I assure you, where we are now, the demand is for people who are able to work from home. But in the future, I believe that we're going to see far more companies change their model and adopt to a more work from home based approach. So make sure that you are representing yourself accurately as a worker of the future. Okay? All right, and then the last thing, of course, be patient. It is a tough time we're going through, just as a country, but also as a world, or as the world. It is a tough time. You have to be patient. Things are going to take longer than they normally do. Perhaps things are not going to move as quickly as you would like. Perhaps things are going to be put on hold. Just be patient. Continue to apply. Continue to network. Continue to re-examine your CV and make sure that you've got the most up-to-date skills and quantify them. But there are jobs. Be encouraged by that. My name is Chantal Buerta. I'm a recruitment coach and strategist. You can reach out to me on South Africa 083-476-4265, or you can just search me on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. You'll find me.